Well, hello there. Welcome to another daily dose of gaming news and all that good stuff. And not much happening. It's a lazy Sunday, but I also publish on Rumble. And yeah, when it syncs correctly. But yeah, you got everything here. Um, there is not like anything that caught my attention except the. It's not the drama. This is a very thing here with the Unity stuff here. It's industry shaking kind of a thing here because Unity has quite a substantial market regarding indie developers and even like bigger developers and all the things with their price scheme. This guy here, John Ricciello, or whatever is, I think that's how he pronounces. It's an Italian surname. It's like I cannot agree more than it's like the scumbag move of the decade at least, if not ever from the gaming industry. This guy had some interesting comments a few years ago when he was from all places CEO of EA. He was the one that did start doing all that monetization stuff, especially with the FIFA games. With all that packs and everything, and he had the comments of if you're playing like I think Battlefield is from the EA, that's the one that they should be start charging like $1 per reload. This kind of very scumbag move in a lot of levels, because you try to put players invested in a product. In this case, somebody you put a consumer not addicted, but way invested on a product, and then when you have like you put them in a situation where the how do I say it, the capabilities of rational thought are not that good, especially for example in gaming. When you are 50-60 hours in a game, you are invested in a game, and you have like when you play a session, you have certain objectives that you want to complete depending on what game it is. In this case doesn't matter if it is Battlefield or other game. You have it's like the same thing. Let's put it this way, it's the same thing that you're in Starfield, and for you to play like it, I don't know, activities or secondary quests or something like that, you basically have to pay to unlock them to a certain degree. If you're have an objective, for example, scan the world itself, you have basically have to pay to scan the world to a certain degree. It's that kind of level if you think about it. In this case, like scanning the world, it's something that it for sure will take time to discover all the creatures and the fauna and flora, and I think it has more stuff there. But then for you to basically, after completing the survey, or for you to scan the, I don't know, the flora, you have to pay $1, and I don't know, after it's completed, for you to unlock that survey, you have to pay the print fee to a certain degree of the report or something like that. It's kind of that level, kind of a scumbag moves. But the main thing is the fact that it's not good. And I saw some like publishers with some F-twit that used Unity, and they basically are some of them are porting games to another engine. Some of them are almost begging to people, don't download it, their games, because I think Cult of Lamb developer, I think is going to erase the game by the 1st of January of next year. So as you can see, this is like industry changing, because they not even they shot themselves in the foot, they just completely C4 themselves out of orbit with this kind of move, because how do I say it? This is going to change a lot. I don't know in terms of developing what kind of besides like Unreal Engine, it's like the bigger one. you had Unity, which is one that I know. For example, the Wasteland games, second and the third, are made with Unity. There are a lot of games that you might not guess that are made in Unity, for indie games that they are made. This will basically bankrupt a lot of indie developers, this kind of pricing structure, and the fact that they will charge for installs, not for purchases, which is kind of insane if you think about it. um, uh, I don't know how to put it. It's something that I don't know what was in their heads when they tried to announce a pricing structure like this. Especially even then, of course, you have to take into account, for example, if the pirated games, if you are talking about installs, if the same player installs the same game 20 times, 40 times, supposedly the developers or the publishers that own the game, they will have to pay 20 or 40 times the install fee. It's one of those things that it was not thought about. I think to a certain degree, I think it was thought about very carefully, because it's maximum profitability, and they really don't care what kind of product they are designing and delivering. They just want money. That's it. Pretty simple. They don't care if people get bankrupt, their lives destroyed, whatever it is. But the main thing is this is kind of a set trending kind of practice here, because this is regarding the gaming industry here. But I've been following this guy here, Upper Echelon, for a few years now, and got some interesting takes. He usually does a variety of videos, but sometimes he does some investigative stuff. One of those that I remember out of the top of my head was Mario Waffle from and the Twitter stuff that he did. It's like those kind of scammers. He sometimes goes around and goes to try to check evidences. Sometimes some of it can be speculation, but it's speculation with some evidence that points to that path, even though it's not the crime, but the thing is not even done, but it sets a trend. And in this case, I like this guy. This guy is try to properly vet everything, and if in the case that he gets something wrong, he will make a video correcting that. I think he is a very how do I say it? He usually gets things correct to a certain degree. And he was talking about this what I'm talking about, the set a trend regarding this kind of pricing schemes in products, and has to do a little bit with the Twitter stuff of the API kind of price scheme there, and also from Reddit. And the fact that basically a lot of these guys that are kind of in charge, or board of directors, CEOs of other smaller companies that are associated with these bigger companies, and the fact that those people are can be traced back to a certain degree to the PayPal mafia, where they call. He will explain you in this video. It's a short video, but it sends a message that are trying to set a trend here to basically monetize everything everywhere to a certain degree, especially with APIs and how things are used in terms of monetizing an app to a certain degree, because they usually consider a game an app. Basically, it's something they can monetize, and they go a little bit. It goes a little bit also with because there is a thing with the mobile games made in Unity that they are free to play, so they don't have already a revenue. The people that make a game, they don't have immediate revenue from the game. They try to put game mechanics to incentivize people to spend some money if they take some value out of the free game itself. Even though I don't like very much free-to-play games, because they usually have some mechanics that try to squeeze you money out of it, but I assume there are pretty good games that that can make this. I think there is some very well-known games, even on PC, that are made like free-to-play. I always forget the names of these games because I don't follow too much, but I think there are like a couple of them that are made with Unity, and this will be like a disaster for this kind of developers. But yeah, I recommend a watch. I will leave description links in the description. This is a very comprehensive one. From it's 4 days ago, but from PC Gamer, I think it's a comprehensive one. It goes around like opinions from people that are relevant to the indie scene and everything, and what they are doing here. I think it's a relatively comprehensive if you want to understand a little bit better with the Unity stuff. But this video takes a little bit more. He has a video, the previous video they made specifically only about Unity and the pricing scheme and everything and the consequences of this. But this one is more about how we are seeing to a certain degree these guys trying to set a trend on like pricing schemes of these kind of things. Especially to a certain degree the API stuff, because something that it can be automated, and of course any corporation that can automate revenue, it's a way they just want to go there for sure. If they don't have to do the work to get money, that's the perfect scenario for them. But yeah, very interesting, and for you to think about a little bit. I start thinking a little bit how they, especially the fact that the people that he connects here with some proof, even through their public information, so it's not an insider that he gets. It's public information available. You just sometimes have to get a little bit time to search around this information, and usually goes around. Usually it does like open source gathering information. And then to a certain degree can connect those dots to a certain degree, and I kind of enjoyed this video because it really shows you that there is something nefarious that might be coming up if it's not get stopped. As usual, this kind of corporate, we are getting in a corporate world in a making that it's not good. But yeah, watch this video. I really recommend it. And afterwards you can let me know what you think about it. And with that, it's basically the only thing I would like to talk about. I was trying to let this thing of Unity see if it's going somewhere, and it seems to be going somewhere. We'll see how this will end. But yeah, you will find some interesting things of people insider trading also just before the announcement of these kind of things. So it's very interesting. But yeah, basically this is the only thing that I have to talk about, even though it's a big thing. But yeah, I will wrap up with some gaming deals, which at the moment we still have Atomic Heart. They have a demo. It's 34% off, around a day and a half, give or take, until the deal finishes. This is from Focus Entertainment. They have more games here. They have the Plague Tale, and I think this one is also good, recognizable franchise, I think, and the Alien Dark Descent also. I've been making those deals in previous videos. I refer to them. Also, you got Death Stranding. This is part of the 505 game sales. Also around 1 day and a half, 50% off the so $20 for the director's cut of Death Stranding. I managed to get this game from Epic Game Store like a few months ago, the director's cut, which is good. I'm planning to do, of course, a gaming series of this, even though it's going to be tricky because there is a lot of walking here and can be boring for viewers. I don't know. I will see how I can manage this. Got also 80s. This is very good. From all the videos that I see, it's very good. Roguelike hack and slash action, isometric view. I think it's pretty good. A day and a half also, 50% off. I think it's an excellent game for you to try out if you like. And the second one will be coming out next year, I think, if not mistaken. I think it's her sister or her cousin. I'm not sure. I forget the name of her character here. But yeah, pretty good. From they deal with the death thing here very good from what I understand. So it doesn't seem like boring, the fact that you're always dying. Also, we got Slay the Spire, again, another, this one is a roguelike but a deck builder. again, I think this one basically set the trend of putting this kind of games in the spotlight again. It's 66% off, so I think it's an excellent deal. You have like the daily trials there, so even if you do like the story stuff, you have always something to try out, and with some challenges, I think it's a good thing here. Also, we got for this year like bigger games per se, which is Dead Space that launched at the beginning of the year. Now it's 40% off. Again, very positive, excellent remake from all intents and purposes. It improves basically every aspect of the game. Yeah, it's on par in terms of the set pieces and the horror atmosphere there. Yeah, it's one of those that I like to replay because I played the original like 4 times. And finally, we got Guardians of the Galaxy, 70% off. So $20, give or take. It's very positive. I think the story seems pretty good. The combat it's more than okay. Yeah, I think it is a very good Marvel adaptation for in terms of games. So it's not the same guys from not the same guys, not exactly the same version of characters in the movie. So at least something refreshing to see. And basically that's it. I also will leave the Resident Evil franchise. It's still on sale. And it has Resident Evil 4 Remake on sale for the first time this year, so if you want to take advantage of it, I will leave the Resident Evil games there that at least are on my wish list. I think it's all the Resident Evil games that you have on Steam. But yeah, I'm going to wrap up. Hope you enjoy it. I'm just going to plug in my Patreon just in case if you are wondering if there is any way of extra support. At the moment, the only thing that I will be needing is get more storage, mainly for my freelance work on the content that I'm providing for my clients to get like backups of backups, and also have some storage for the videos I record for the channel. Basically, this is it. I don't see anything at the moment with some urgency. But yeah, this is it, guys. I hope you enjoy it and have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, Kunamy Master out.